And a warm welcome to the Thelma FM studio, and more specifically I'm going to be talking about my show Forgotten Songs from the Broom Cupboard. I'm going to be playing you 4 tracks here. We've got 2 records of Bob Skyles and his Skyrockets, which is good old, new discovery for me, Western swing, and we have great tracks coming up. I'll play those all together later on. Bob Skyles and his Skyrockets were actually largely made up of the Kendrick brothers and others, and they were a Texan band that originally started as a family medicine show and did some comedy and also did some excuse me, actually doing some music along with selling the medicine, and then they developed latterly into Bob Skyles and his Skyrockets. They recorded around about 87 tracks between 1937 and 1941. We are going to hear 4 from their Bluebird label, so probably 1937, 1938. I love them. It's a recent discovery. I found these 2 records actually in a charity shop in Portobello here in Edinburgh. Anyway, let's have a listen and I'll tell you a little bit more about Bob Skyles and the rest of the band.
Remember the first time
the door. The moons are hanging low, so let's play love. You can take my hand in your hand and squeeze it gently. Whisper to me softly the words I love to hear. This game you love to play, and the night is young and gay. So blow a kiss my way, and let's play love. So if you're a kind of novice to what actually Western swing is, I'm going to actually read you a little bit here from Wikipedia what actually was Western swing. The movement was an growth of jazz. The music is an amalgamation of rural, cowboy, polka, folk, Dixieland jazz and blues blended with swing, and played by a hot string band, often augmented with drums, saxophone, piano and notably steel guitar. And I have to say, in Bob Skyles and the Skyrockets, I think it was actually an instrument called a bazooka. And it was very popular in the southern states in the 1920s and 30s. Finally kind of killed off by a wartime tax for dance halls, so kind of killed it off. Bob Skyles, as I say, largely the Kendrick brothers, they played all these dance halls, and if you want to read a really good chapter in a book by Duncan MacLean, Lone Star Swing, which not only refers to actual swing, western swing, but his road trip round Texas to find out about his hero Bob Wills. I just love them, and I reiterate, it's just strange 2 records to find in a charity shop here in Edinburgh. So Forgotten Shows is broadcast on Thelma FM, which is the broadcasting arm of the Living Memory Association, and we are an Edinburgh-based reminiscence project. You can find Thelma FM on our website, www.livingmemory.org.uk, or you can get us on Alexa. Just go to your Skills app and enable Thelma FM. Forgotten Songs goes out live on Fridays at 11 AM and is repeated at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday. Lots of other great shows on Thelma FM. It's a new venture for us, internet radio. But before we finish with my favourite Bob Skyles, and we're going to be playing, where have we got it? I'm going to Die with a Broken Heart. We have actually played The Pal That I Loved, and The Foxtrot That Saved My Life, and Let's Play Love. Thank you for listening, and that's finished with my favourite Bob's.
Got no use for me. I got no time to stay. rocking chair don't want me. He knows I'm lonely. He knows I'm going away. I'm traveling far from this place. Leaving soon. I'm leaving you alone, sweetheart. 'Cause you broke your vows to me, and now I'm gonna die.